How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. As you all know, Killing Eve is returning to my channel tomorrow, and I am very excited. And I was actually given this video to watch by one of my subscribers quite a while ago. They wanted me to watch this before I actually got into Series 4 of Killing Eve. So I thought I'd just do this quick video for you guys in anticipation of Series 4 tomorrow, and hope you guys like it. So let's get right into it.
Hi, I'm Jodie, and this is my GQ action replay of the finale of Season 1 of Killing Eve. Here we go.
Reacception, am I
right? So the scene we're about to watch is actually the last scene that we ever shot.
Her hair is pretty 80s right there, isn't it? I kind of dig it.
It's quite emotional when we...
my mom would too. She always liked the big bangs, but her bangs were always like 4 feet high.
I actually really feel like Villanelle should have sent Eve a dry cleaning bill for throwing all her clothes on the floor. It's just worth mentioning.
Villanelle just steal some more or buy some more. Both.
I also bought half of these costumes, so I was being really precious about them getting dirty on the floor. I just remembered. I was like, no! Okay.
Well, Sandro had to have a hell of a time filming this scene.
I think it's always fun getting to smash things up in a scene like that, especially because the champagne glasses are always made of like a sugar glass, so they smash so easily. And I think it's just fun to smash things up sometimes. Again, it's something that we don't really do in normal life, but you get to kind of live through it through television, which I can imagine was probably quite therapeutic for Sandra after 6 months of filming a job.
Should I see?
It wasn't real champagne. It's also another note I should probably say.
I'd imagine it's like soapy water a little bit.
Here I am.
To get the effect of like the bubbles.
Yeah. You better hide, Eve.
Do actors watch their own shows and stuff? Like, I would 100%. I watch some of my own reactions sometimes, to be honest.
Also, what I loved about coming into this scene was I feel like Sandra had spent the whole afternoon shooting the kind of trashing of the apartment, so I had no idea what it was going to look like when I made my entrance, so that was quite exciting to walk into to see what damage she'd actually done. It was quite a lot.
Seeing double.
Also, this scene kind of got rewritten right up to the very last moment. Like, I remember when we got to set to rehearse it and Phoebe was still kind of rewriting the ending of the episode. So yeah, right up until the last second, we didn't actually really know what we were going to be doing. I think actually what was
originally
not so much changed, but we were trying to debate just how close these characters got. You know, there is a moment where they're very close on the bed, and it was just how much, how close.
So more like tightening
we allowed
up
them to be, and
excuse
what
me, more like
actually
tightening up the
felt
scene
right
than
for the show and the characters at the time. Because I know a lot of people kind of wanted them to smooch, but it didn't happen.
Not yet.
Did you have a party or something?
Hate the way it did.
I have lost 2 jobs, a husband, and a best friend because of you.
Yeah. But you got some really nice clothes out of it, so...
And so did Jodie.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna kill you.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're not.
I am.
You like me too much. So what now, Eve?
I also think that the director actually ended up editing this. He changed it in the edit so that the lines that we actually delivered on the day are actually in a different order, which I didn't notice at first, but sometimes they do that to change the kind of dynamic.
Did she just get more British like halfway through this interview or this reaction?
Sit down.
There's so much of Villanelle in her facial expressions. I love it.
I think what I also loved about this scene was that it was the first time that these characters actually really truly sit down and be honest with each other and have like a really kind of frank
I
conversation.
mean, they've been face to face before, but yeah.
Villanelle's probably a little bit too honest.
I just
Just a lot.
want to know everything.
I mean, I masturbate about you too.
I mean, I masturbate about you a lot.
I think that's another thing that I love about Villanelle is that she's so subtle. She really is.
Too much? No, that's just, I wasn't expecting that.
I loved Eve's no, but a little bit.
So you trash my apartment because you like me so much.
I know it's not conventional. What do you want? Honestly, don't be a dick.
Normal stuff.
I like that people are laughing in the background of her reactions
That's
too,
life.
because sometimes there's like outside stuff that I can hear in mine.
What?
So it happens to it happens to the best of us too. So it's good to know.
Someone to watch movies with.
That was another part of the scene that I really loved, and what Phoebe kind of pointed out was that this idea of these two women have been on this kind of crazy journey and they both just kind of relax because they're so exhausted, and even in the middle of the absurdity
They're
of
both
this
just
moment
starting to,
and of these
realistically.
characters, these women are just so physically tired and fed up, which again I feel like really undercuts the seriousness of what is going on.
God, I'm tired. Aren't you tired?
A little.
I think as well, what is interesting, or what I enjoyed about this, is Villanelle gets it so wrong. She gets the rug completely pulled from under her feet because she relaxes and she lets her guard down. And yeah, she gets a surprise.
I always like how she held the gun close to her heart too, because that's kind of her first love. And right there, she slid her hand behind to grab the knife.
The scene as a whole took 2 days to film. The bed sequence, I feel like probably took up most of one day. Also because when we were lying on the bed, the camera was on, it wasn't on a crane, it's ridiculous, but it was on this big kind of arm that leant over the bed.
It's called a jib.
So that was very much we kind of split the scene up into sections. And this the sequence of the bed was the start of the very last kind of end to the series.
Before. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. That's rude. Yeah.
It is rude.
Just a rule of thumb.
He can't.
I can.
So, this old section. A lot of this came down, I felt the pressure on this scene because when the knife went in, I basically had like a blood-soaked sponge under my t-shirt, And obviously, once we squoze the sponge, it went all over my costume, and then we had to reset. So it was very much, don't mess this up, Jodie. And we actually didn't. Once Sandra gets on top of me, the shot actually worked, and the blood went everywhere, and it was brilliant. When I first read it, I wasn't particularly shocked by Eve's reaction, purely because I feel like Villanelle has pushed her to her limits. But I think Villanelle is extremely shocked because I think Villanelle has really underestimated Eve and doesn't think that she's got it.
I think that's also the moment she fell in love with Eve too, to be honest.
Eve has been pushed to the brink at this point, which makes her react in the way that she does. So that line, what did I just say? That wasn't in the original, and I had to do that in ADR, which is like when everything's been filmed, you go into a recording booth in London.
Because it was pointing up at her, you know?
The moment. But it was so hard because she's already shouting. We only had like a tiny window of time to get the line in. I was basically just kind of screaming in pain, as you would be. But they wanted to put the line, don't pull it out in. But I was already mid-screaming, so it was just quite difficult. When you're in ADR, sometimes you have to like recreate really heightened scenes, which can be quite difficult. It's usually stunts, so yeah.
Because it sounds very natural, like it's like
I'm not very good at.
In between a breath, like don't pull it out, you know, like that was very believable.
What's his name? Who plays Wolverine? Hugh Jackman. I've seen the Hugh Jackman videos of him recreating his scenes in ADR, and he's like, seems to be a pro at them. I'm not quite at Hugh Jackman level yet.
I'd say you are, because like I said, I thought that was all in one breath. Tosses the knife.
Hold on, it's okay. Put your hand there. I got you. I want to get some. Wait there.
What I love about this as well is like a constant power play. 1 minute, like Villanelle, Eve stabs Villanelle acts vulnerable, is vulnerable. Eve regrets her decision, pulls it out, runs away to get help, and then Villanelle grabs the gun. I think you know the power shift is constant within this moment.
Put that down. I need to help you. What are you doing? I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Trust me.
And she's gone. See, me and Jodie are so in sync. Hit me up.
She has gone.
I have. And Madame Tatafan is my girl. It was such a fun experience, and we all became very close. So when you have to say bye to all those people, it does feel kind of alien and really sad. But I remember we were all in the kitchen area of Villanelle's apartment, and they wrapped the both of us, and then we had like a really bloody hug and had a little cry, and then we drank champagne. Well, that was my GQ action replay. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Hope you guys enjoyed it too.
See you later.
All right, everybody. That was, I was going to call her Villanelle. That was Jodie Comer reacting to the Series 1 finale of Killing Eve. I don't remember who recommended me this. This was months and months and months ago. So thank you very much for recommending me, because there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff like I didn't know. Like, for example, that ADR line, I had no idea, because like I said, it felt so natural in the scene. You know, she's like trying to gasp for breath, and she's in pain and shocked on top of everything. And, you know, she's trying to tell her, don't take it out, and she takes it out. And what did I just say? So, I mean, it felt very natural, and, like, it didn't seem like it was as added. Because sometimes you could definitely tell an ADR line from, like, a line that was delivered on set. It's, like, a little the sound is a little different, you know what I'm saying? And also like the blood sponge, which I'm gonna keep that in mind because that's a really good idea. Like where you push the blunt blade against the sponge and then it starts to bleed out, and it probably makes it look like you know, blood is seeping to the surface. It's a cool technique to keep in the back of my pocket. I was going to look over my notes like I was writing notes for this. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching this. This got me so much more excited for Killing Eve coming out tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. It's going to come out at 2:30. I think I'm going to have a premiere for it. So definitely be prepared for that. If you like this reaction to this reaction, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos just like this and stream hardly ever. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Venmo and the Patreon is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get access to my movie night a week earlier than everybody else. That link is down below if that interests you at all. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you're going to go outside, wear a mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you tomorrow for the Series 4 premiere of Killing Eve. Take it easy, guys.
See you later.